Hey guys, we're here from D.A.B Science and we're going to teach you about cells and their adaptations. This video concentrates mainly on checkpoint learning. Cells are the building blocks of life, so all living organisms are made out of them. Cells are microscopic, so they cannot be seen by the naked eye. Large living organisms like us, humans, are made out of trillions of these tiny cells. You can even classify organisms by the amount of cells they are made out of, such as unicellular organisms with one cell, example amoeba, and multicellular organisms like us humans. Let's move on and talk about the structure of animal cells. Now, this diagram may seem awfully complex, but don't worry, we'll only be covering a few of the complex parts. Ribosomes are the parts of the cell which produce or synthesize proteins. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of the cell. They produce energy. Those folds you see are used to increase surface area for respiration. Moving on to the next three organelles, the nucleus, cytoplasm, and the cell membrane. Well, the nucleus is known as the brain of the cell, located in the center. It contains all the genetic material, such as DNA, which is deoxyribonucleic acid, and RNA, in a form of a protein. It gives instructions about the cell on how it should grow and how it should divide. The cytoplasm is that jelly-like fluid inside the cell where all the chemical reactions take place. It is a very important part where all the organelles are located. Well, we can call the cell membrane the skin of the cell because it is semi-permeable, so it allows some materials to pass through and some materials to not pass through, depending on its toxicity. Moving on to the next part of the video, we're going to be talking about the structure of plant cells. Well, the cell wall is something only a plant cell has. It's a tough outer wall of the cell which gives it support, made out of cellulose. And you see, human cells cannot contain cellulose. Chloroplasts are what gives the plant cells energy by helping it in photosynthesis. So chloroplasts contain thylakoid cells which contain chlorophyll for convert light energy of the sun to chemical energy. Well, the large vacuole is located in the center of the plant cell. It's made out of cell sap and it gives support to the cell. Plant cell making it rigid, but the large vacuole is not seen in human cells, as human cells do not contain cell sap. Well, large multicellular organisms like us cannot function without some certain cell adaptations, where different cells have different functions to help us. Red blood cells play a major role in our lives by transporting substances like oxygen around the body. Well, the red blood cells have a bioconcave disc-like structure, so they increase the surface area for carrying more oxygen. It contains hemoglobin, so it can merge with oxygen to form oxyhemoglobin to carry more oxygen. And other substances such as CO2 are carried in the blood plasma. Even red blood cells lose their nucleus and have a short lifespan of 120 days. There are less white blood cells in our blood than there are red blood cells. The primary functions of white blood cells are to kill disease-invading organisms. There are two types of white blood cells, phagocytes and lymphocytes. The lymphocytes eat up the bacteria while the phagocytes produce antibodies. They have an irregular shape because of a moving cytoplasm. Coming to smooth muscle cells, which are found in organs such as the esophagus or the stomach lining. Smooth muscle cells are cells that contain many mitochondria, as they are constantly required to produce energy for many movements. They are arranged in a spindle shape, so more can be tightly packed together in right angles. Nerve cells or neurons are found in our nervous system to help transmit messages in the form of electrical signals. Now, nerve cells have long axons to help transmit electrical signals from each nerve cell. Let's talk about ciliated cells. Ciliated epithelial cells are found in linings such as the trachea or the windpipe. These contain hair-like microscopic structures called cilia, which help sweep away pollutants from entering vital organs like our lungs. The mucus traps the pollutants, so the cilia can sweep them away to our nostrils where we can exhale or violently sneeze them out. Well, root cells are not found in humans, but they're found in plants at the base of their root. They're really thin, so they can reach deeply into the soil and have a large network of them for increased surface area for transportation of water through osmosis. One can say that palisade cells are the most important plant cells as they contain a large amount of chloroplasts which help in photosynthesis. Now, plants cannot live without these as their main production way of making food is via these cells found in the leaves in the form of the palisade mesophyll and the spongy mesophyll layer. A big thanks to all you great viewers. This was definitely a different experience for me as it took a lot of time to make. It took around 6 hours of editing and I'm quite new to this. So please support this video by liking it, subscribing and sharing it to your friends as it really took a lot of effort and I am planning to upload other videos in the future. And I can only do this through your amazing support.